We got us another old covered bridge. Since we found a couple of them, we thought we'd start looking around, and there's a bunch of them in the upper northeast part of Georgia. So we're checking them all out. This one's called Cromers with an R. You can check this sign out real quick here. Ooh, the stream on this one is really heavy duty. Look at that. That is really great. So this is Cromers Mill. So go ahead and pause and read that. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. Let me see if I can block the sun for you. There we go. So cool. We got a little bench set up over here. See if I can get a wider angle here. Shot from the side. This one's not quite as long as the other ones. How long is this one, Truel?
110 feet.
Okay, I think the shorter one that we went to before was 160 something. And then the long one, the Watson Mill Bridge, was like 230. So now we pulled on to the other side. I'll show you over here. We pulled on the other side and it was someone's private land, and that's what we'll show you over here. We pulled down the road over here. You can kind of see the road right there. And we hit a red fence, just like this one inside here, down at the end. And they were like, nope, private property. So this is built the same way, huh, Truel? Look at this.
Yeah, it looks almost.
It's got the same thatched. And you know, when we did our second video, I can't remember the name of that place. Oh, oh, you're not going to be able to read it. Is this the same?
Yeah, it's the same on both sides.
Same on both sides. Just in case it's easier to read this, guys. I don't know if it will be, but there you go. I can't remember what the second one we did was. It's kind of the same planking. This one's got 3 on this side, and there's 4 on this side. So it's a little wider on the right. But what they did was they were talking about this crisscross board, and I didn't think the first one we did, the Watson Mill Bridge one, had that crisscross board, but it did. We went back over there to finish up a video on the park, and it was really cool. So this one needed some support, it looks like. So we got some metal supports here. Maybe they were having a problem with it, maybe leaning a little bit or something like that. So now these go through the floor, it looks like. They cut a hole through, so check that out. You can see there. So I'm going to go underneath here in a minute, and we're going to check out the underside of this. See if it's the same thing, because I'm thinking it is. And what I mean by the same thing, in case you haven't seen our other videos, is these. Instead of using lag bolts, threaded lag bolts, they did the whole thing out of these I guess they're giant wooden dowels, basically. I'm trying to find a spot where you can, there's a good spot, you can see one. See that? The giant wooden dowels here. There's 2 on each crossing, all the way up. Here's a good shot of a couple protruding. They didn't get pounded in quite to flat. See, a lot of these got countersunk, but these here are flat, and you can see them up at the top too. Now that's going through 4 pieces of wood. You got this one, and these 2. So they're probably extra long. See, I can't see the inside of that. Oh, I got a spider web in the middle there. Yeah, they might go all the way through to the outside, actually. It might go through, yeah, it looks like it goes through, it goes through these 2, then these 2, and then the outside 2, and goes all the way, and then out through the sideboard here. Well, yeah, I got to zoom out here. This guy, you know. So it's going, they must be 18 inches long at least or something. So, yeah, here's another one of these metal. Solid. That's solid metal, too. That isn't hollow at all. That is really heavy duty. So we got them all the way down every 15 feet or so.
I was looking up, why did they cover bridges like this?
Oh, okay. Why did they cover them up?
The main point of doing it was to keep the wood, because they were wooden bridges, it was basically to protect them from the elements, because they would deteriorate and fall down from rain,
gotcha,
etc. Because
yeah,
a wooden bridge like this, uncovered, may last a few decades.
Yep.
But a covered bridge would last like 100 years.
Gotcha. because all this wood's been treated with, like, we're thinking it kind of smells like the same stuff they soak telephone poles in, but not as heavy duty. Obviously, it's not tarnished like a telephone pole, but it's called creosote, I think. You look that up. I wonder what this is. There we go. Check that out, you guys. Someone took the time to stamp it. Tree illustrated booklet of covered bridges. Huh. Free illustrated booklet of covered bridges. I'm going to zoom in on it. Hopefully we got that. And this one's been hacked away at. Look at that. Pretty interesting. But what I wanted to say over here, look at these old support beams. These are the original support beams here. Ooh, that sun was really cool. You can see it's going up there. I think these are newer, but they're the original support beams. But then they probably figured they had to bring in the metal. But this is where we pulled in. So be aware that it's the we're thinking it's the north side of this creek, or the east side of this creek is where you want to come to park. Because if you try to come down the other side, you end up running into that guy's private property. So I'm going to pause this while we jump underneath and take a look underneath. Boy, is that beautiful, huh? Look at that cool sun shimmer off the land, and yes, or off the water. And yes, they are all connected with the dowling rods, the giant, I don't know if you call those dowling rods at that size. They might have a different name. But let me go over to the side here. And then they've done some bolting work too. See the lag bolts coming through there? Those two holes and these two holes. You can see one right there as well. So they have done some lag bolt extra supports, but back in the original build of these, I don't think they did. I think that might be a nail up there. See that? They were nailing those in. Surprised they didn't do the same style of thing. It looks like a bird might have made some bird nests up here. That could be left over from this water. Gets really high sometimes, and that might have been when it hit the covered bridge, and that's the leftover debris too. So this is a really big flowing creek compared to the other creeks that we saw. Now, they also added this support, this metal support you're looking at right here. That was added after the fact. And this beam coming across here. That was also added later on, I do believe. This doesn't look original because originally they were just building them out of these things here. All the other ones that we've seen, the other two that we've seen so far, have just been built out of this. And see how they did the concrete blocking, 1, 2. And then a couple really long ones, and then a couple really long ones across the top too. Got some extra supports there. That might be where the metal ones are coming through. I can't see down up into the river there where they might come out. Down there, I don't see them coming through at all. So that might be one of the positions where the metal's coming through right up inside there. Right there. And then up here. But the other one is going to be hidden out there. Oh, there, I think I do have it. Let's take a look here. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. Where is that? Down there. Right? Hidden inside there. I think that might be the bottom where the metal comes in. It could be wrong, but so pretty cool. I love these old cover bridges. We're going to do some more too. So if you've seen this, then we have 2 other ones up on our channel already. So let me go downstream here because that looks kind of really cool. So check another video out right there, another covered bridge. Check our channel out over here. If you hit that icon, you can go to our channel. We've got over 1,700 videos, all kinds of different subject matter, from wild animals and pets and traveling like this, machine rent work, old cars, jalopies, fun stuff like that. So check it out. Please hit like and subscribe. Help our channel grow. We'll see you on the next one.